I do not read sci-fi. I don't read science fiction, but this book might have just convinced me to do it more often. I read romance, I read fantasy, I read romantasy, okay? I read rom-coms, historical fiction. That's what I read, okay? I don't even really touch dystopian novels. But this tickled a part of my brain that I didn't even know needed tickled. This is Foundryside. It is book 1 in a trilogy by Robert Jackson Bennett, and it is young adult science fiction. However, it feels kind of steampunk to me, and I don't know if that's a subgenre, but it's got steampunk vibes. I just finished this last night and I barely understand what happened, so it's gonna be very hard for me to tell you what happened in this book, but I'm gonna do my best. In this book, we are in a dystopian world. We have a young female MC, and essentially the way that it breaks down is the technology of this world is based upon putting code onto inanimate objects and changing the reality of the inanimate objects. For example, the way that carriages move in this world is by putting a code on the carriage wheel that convinces the carriage wheel that it is continually going downhill. But the codes that this civilization is using, that our MC is in, they've barely scratched the surface. There's an ancient civilization that is thought to be extinct that had codes that were thousands of times more powerful, so powerful that they had created their own gods. They had altered reality so much that they themselves had become immortal. And turns out that ancient civilization, it's not extinct. They've come out to play. By the time I was done reading Foundryside, my brain literally hurt. But it hurt in the best possible way. I am so excited to continue this series. This series has everything. It's got technology, it's got dystopian worlds, it's got human rights, it's got magic, it's got celestial beings, it's got all of it. Go read Foundryside. This is my first read of 2024. It did not disappoint.